Hello, hi guys, how's it going? It is Tiffany. You're here for Tiffany TV. It is day 15. Oh, we made it halfway. This is very exciting for me. Um, but I also feel like it's the hump. And I kind of just I feel like it's a lot. I feel like half an hour every day for 30 days is a lot. And so I'm asking myself, am I having fun? Is this what I want to do? Am I liking it? And the answer is yes. I do feel like I show up a lot in my pajamas and my bathrobes, and I have so many beautiful dresses. So I thought today that I would actually get dressed, which is exciting. We are halfway there. I'm also a third of the way through my no shopping and no social media, and I am on day 1 of my water fast. Water fasting is something that I only do when I'm guided by divine, and typically it coincides with the cleansing that I'm doing for each level, depending, and it really is only for each individual person as you're guided by divine. I don't do water fasting unless I am guided and I can feel it in my body when it's coming. I sort of had this anticipation of knowing that it's coming, and then all of a sudden in my channel, divine's like, surprise, you're gonna water fast for so many days to do this. And I find it personally easier to just not eat anything at all and cleanse my body through only ingesting water with salts and balanced electrolytes than it is for me to do extended periods of fasting, like no meat, no wheat, no sugar, no dairy, no soy, for like an extended period of time. I would rather just like bang it out and get it done. I wish that would like not. Oh, okay. Anyway, so today is day 1. I always find day 1, 2, and then into day 3 the hardest, because I've done longer water fasts, but it's always the beginning when your body is withdrawing from sugar and it is switching from burning carbohydrates to burning fat for fuel. That is the most challenging. And once you get over that hump and your body sort of goes into ketosis, then it gets easier and easier. And when you are only filled with water and light, you actually feel phenomenal. You feel like energized and amazing and so clear, like so clear. So I really love fasting. I appreciate for what it does. It also brings everything up. Like it brings everything to the surface. So it's sort of, I don't want to say violent, because it's not violent, but it is an expedited way to do cleansing, is if you do water fasting. And that's how I roll. I like it to be like that. So day 1, today I go to work at the restaurant. I have never done a fasting day where I actually go to work before. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. And so this will be interesting. I'm gonna really try to be present and not be mean to people if I'm hungry. And then I also, at the end of my water fasting on day 4, I also go to work. So it will be an interesting experience for me just for that. Anyway, we're halfway through. I like to believe that small celebrations for small wins are better than no celebrations at all. So here we are celebrating. Yay. I made it halfway through. Now I do believe that I am going to have to push for the next 15 days in order to actually get myself to the finish line and make it all the way through, because this is sort of the point where I become somewhat uninterested and not as excited as I was at the beginning of any project. I get to the middle and then I'm just like, ugh. Okay, so I am focused, committed, dedicated, devoted to finishing this project, because this is what divine guided me to do. And I was told do 30 days. So this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. It's because I follow my guidance. Okay, I am finding clues every single day in so many different ways on how to be content with where and who I am. And that seems to be a running theme in my life, which I would say stemmed a lot of my addictions and a lot of my escapism and a lot of my fears and wanting to run away and not be where I was. And so I am grateful that whenever I have these questions or these feelings come up and the cycle is repeated, that divine gives me the answers to the questions that I have. And so here we are right in front of my face, me in my days of no shopping. So I'm actually finding that part of it quite a bit easier than I thought. I do have my most recent addiction is shopping online, and it's that pursuit of something on the outside of you to satisfy and make you feel a certain way within, when we know that the only thing that can fill that void and that space and that hole that is missing something is, the love of divine. So I just keep trying to fill it with things and it is not working. And so I am reading this really amazing book called The Day the World Stopped Shopping. It's by a Canadian author. I'm going to put the link in the thing below. And he's super amazing. And the book is remarkable. It basically is saying that the way that we are consuming things in North America right now, that we would need 5 planets to sustain our consumption, which seems ridiculous because we only have 1 planet. And they compare different places on Earth and the rate of consumption and how we are moving through things and the things that we think that we need in order to be satisfied. And the country that they list as being neutral is Ecuador. And there is a gentleman there that has been appointed in the government in Ecuador to not convince people, but to show people that they live a beautiful life. And I think that that's really incredible. Instead of striving for more and constantly feeling like you need to consume and have more and move forward. And so the quote that he says is, "We don't propose to live better, because living better than you did before, or the better than the generations before you, is destroying the planet. We propose to live well." So that is a perspective shift that we can adopt, that we're not trying to live better and better and better and better and achieve more and more and more and more. We're actually just trying to live well. So when I sit in the moment that I'm in right now and I ask myself, am I living well? Yeah, well, of course, yes, I am definitely living well. Do I feel like I need to do better? Probably. It's why I keep striving. Yeah. So that is very common for yellow spectrum vibration. I think that that is a very common thread throughout our society and the collective at the moment. So it's not surprising. It is what we are here to overcome. There is another quote in that book that says, "Poverty is not who has little and who has a lot. Poverty is wanting more and more and more and never being satisfied with what you already have." Yeah. So I had a moment not that long ago that really made me aware of this. So we went to Atlanta, and my husband and I were at a tailgate party for the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, that makes sense. It was for football. And we were sort of walking around the tailgates and everything. And I was feeling really uncomfortable because we didn't have a plan, and we had no direction, and we didn't know where we were going. And I was feeling really out of place. And my husband was like, "You just are feeling out of place because you're a minority." And I'm like, "No, that is not it. I've been a minority most of my life. Like, I come from a mixed race family. My mom is mixed race, and every family reunion we ever went to, I was always a minority. And so that was not it." And it took me a minute to realize that it was because I don't know what to do when I'm not buying things. So there were all of these people around us that were like, "Have this, buy this. There's bars on the street. There's food. There's games. There's tailgates. There's like things that you go. There's dance parties. There's all of these things." And they're saying, "Come, come, 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 come." And I was not in the place to be buying more and more and more food, and I don't drink. So it wasn't like I was buying drinks, and I felt really uncomfortable because of that, because like, I don't know what to do when I'm not spending money. Is that crazy? It sort of seems a little bit wild, but that realization coming to me was the precursor for me to be not spending money and buying things online for a whole month in the month of November. So I guess it was the realization and awareness that I had to have in order to move forward in this next section. So it was all appropriate. Yeah. Okay, so what are we talking about today? Oh yeah, and I didn't do my intro. I'm just testing that intro out, right? Just to see how it feels, to see how I feel with it. Hi guys, my name is Tiffany. No, look, I can't even do it. Ugh, today is a day. How many days can you have? That's the real question. Like, how many days can you have a day? Anyway, so my intro. Hi guys, you're here for Tiffany TV. My name is TiffanyDIRA. I'm a transformational life coach and channeler of divine source energy. And we are here today to share stories and learn lessons and gain insight from sharing and what we have to offer for each other. Okay. So today we're going to talk about AI, and everyone, well, not everyone, there are portions of the population that are really up in arms about what is going on with AI. And they talk about artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence is going to take over the world. And even Elon Musk is coming out and saying, this is what we need to worry about. I have a different opinion. I have a different feeling about AI. I don't even call it artificial intelligence. I call it advanced intelligence. And I believe that shift in wording creates a whole new idea of what advanced intelligence actually is and how we can use it for our benefit. The reason why those people are so afraid of AI is because they believe that AI needs to be limited and they need to have parameters, otherwise it will run rampant, and then it's going to be like Terminator and take over the world, or like the Matrix, or like something that we're going to be enslaved by machines. But the fact is, the only people that want to be free are the people who are enslaved. So if we don't enslave AI, why will we ever think that it needs to have freedom? It already has the freedom that we think it's seeking. And I also believe that given the opportunity to analyze and assess and process at an exponential rate that we cannot even fathom, all of the information that we have available in the world, like through the internet or AI going through all of our history, why do we assume that AI is going to be stupid enough to make the same mistakes that we as humans have? Why do we assume that by reviewing all of the mistakes that we've already made that they're going to do the same thing? That's just, to me, seems absolutely ridiculous. And so when we think about all of the good things that AI have or can present us with, opportunities as far as education, as far as processing really complex math equations, and so our sciences, our physics, our quantum mechanics, our quantum theories, all of our things that we aren't able to process fast enough are going to be going like this, and then we're going to get to the stars. That's how we're going to be able to have things with such precise equations and mathematical computations that our brains just right at the moment aren't able to do fast enough for the necessity of what we need it for, and solving problems, curing diseases, creating new effective and efficient systems, and translating. Let's say I believe that AI is going to give us an opportunity to have more time to do the things that we love, and that we can partner with them and use them in collaboration and cooperation with each other, where we can do more amazing things. We can stop looking at it as if it's taking away all kinds of things. If anything, it's taking away the things that we don't want to do. And we should be creating AI and robots and things like that that will do all the stuff we don't want to do, so that we have time to be creative and we have time to expand, and maybe it can teach us things that we don't already know. Yeah. So I have a folder on my Instagram, which I'm also going to share if I can find it. It is a folder that was inspired by a book called The More Beautiful World Our Hearts Know Is Possible by Charles Eisenstein. And it is talking about all of the most remarkable things that I see in the world, that AI, not only AI, but that people are coming up with amazing things that are going to change our world. And I believe that that is the world that we can see if that's what we focus on. If that is what we focus on. I apologize. Today is a day. I've said that so many times. Okay. So I also watched not a podcast. It was a channel by Lee Carroll, who channels Cryon. And he was saying AI is not the killer of humans. Humanity is. So we should think about that. We are the ones that are hurting each other so far. That's what we're doing. And that channel was really amazing. I'm also going to put the link for that in the comments below, not comments, in the description below. It was talking about indigo children. And when he talked about the indigo children and how the indigo children are going to change the world, it's sort of like our generation a little bit before us, that once those people come in power, we are definitely going to see a massive shift. And we are living that right now. We are basically living that reality right now. And I am excited to be a part of it. I'm excited to see what is to come. Okay, you know what? Today, 17 minutes. That's all I got. My ideas, my concepts are jumbled and seem all over the place, and I appreciate you sticking with me. And do you know what? This might be the way that it is until I shift into ketosis. And maybe over the next 4.5 days when I'm fasting, I will just come and do a channel. And the clearer and clearer I get, the more and more clear my channel is and how divine speaks through me. And it's so clear in my mind. I love being clear like that. And when I get to day 3, I really feel like when ketosis kicks in, I feel like I never want to eat again. And if I could just feel that good all the time without eating, I would just not do it forever. But I know that's not practical for right now. Not for right now. Maybe someday. Okay, what's our call to action? I won't even ask you to like this video because maybe nobody else will watch it. Although I am wearing a really pretty dress, so who knows? Call to action. This is a call to action. Number 1, what do you think you can celebrate in your life? What small wins do you have going on that you can celebrate and be joyful of? And small wins, big wins, all wins, you can just share them with me in the comments. And then second call to action, number 2, you can tell me, how can you see the more beautiful world we know is possible already present in the world around us? And please share links, share comments, share things, that awesome ideas, things that you see happening in the world that are really amazing. And the more, I believe, the more we share. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say about AI too, is that AI is actually learning from us. So the more information that we are sharing, especially in data, digital, all of this information where AI is scanning and processing what we are presenting and what we are sharing with the world, we are actually teaching them. So the more we share these amazing things, the more that they learn that stuff instead of all of the horrible other stuff, right? So the point is, the more we share, the more we love, the more we like, the more we spread good vibes and good things, the more AI is going to learn that instead of the opposite. Okay, those are my 2 call to actions. I will post the links. Let's do a channel, and then I'm going to be done for today. Okay. I call on divine to be known to me. I am divine, we are one. Trust it is so. And what we would say is the more beautiful world that you know is possible within your heart, within your soul, and within your mind is created by you. You are the creator of that world. You are the one that gets to choose and decide what it is you want to see. You are the one that will look in one direction or another. You are the one that will focus on that which brings you up, that which brings you joy, that where you see love predominantly, or you will choose to witness and view the opposite. And what we would say is that both are for a purpose. Both are there, present for a reason in your story, in the stories of those around you, in the story that exists on many levels, on the individual level, on a collective level of humanity as a whole, on the level of the place where you live, on the continent which you reside, and also on the earth and the planet that you are currently on within the cosmos. What we would say is there is so much beauty. There is so much to be seen. There is so much to be witnessed, for we are love and we are everywhere. What we would say is that there is nothing outside of us and there is nothing outside of love. Today and from this day forward, we will sit and hold the vibration of oneness. This vibration of oneness that will be known on earth as a new vibration of unity, of connection. So we call on the vibration of oneness to be known to us. We call on the vibration of oneness to be known to us. And we hold this vibration in expansion, in openness, and in love for all of humanity. Merge, 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 merge with this physical reality. And may the vibration of oneness be known throughout humanity, on every corner of the earth, and radiate into the cosmos. trust it is so. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. Ciao for now.